Digital Nepal Conclave 2024.
Namaste and good evening, everyone. मेरो नाम स्नेहा शाह हो म डेटा फर डेभलपमेन्ट टिममा छु सो वी हेभ डन दिस research. The research topic is about bridging the data and system silos, and the research aim is around enhancing data interoperability in Nepal digital and governance landscape. So presentation is been outlined in six topics, where we'll be sharing about the overview, about the Nepal digital and data landscape, findings and challenges and limitation, and the practical way forward, along with the opportunity that we see, and call to action. In call to action, we'll be sharing the QR code, and we request everyone to please scan the code and share the feedback so that we can incorporate in the final report. Coming to the overview, in Nepal, there is more than 120 digital and data system. The data system is around the mobile application, digital software, or information system, different web portal. Each department under the ministry use the various system to collect data. And they use this data for the day-to-day operations and management. The data collected by the system has a use capacity to the data collected by the system is in huge amount, huge digital data, which has the high potential to make policy and development. But the system is not interconnected or interoperable, which lead toward the data silos. The same information has been collected in different systems. At the same time, there is no standardization because data has been stored in the different database, and when it comes to the integration, the challenge is real. Now, and which lead toward the complex data management, data utilization method. Now, coming to the finding part, the major finding is that silos exist in all the phases. The major silos is around the policy silos, followed by data silos and operation silos. In policy silos, each ministry create the different policy independently in the specific areas, and which lead toward the poor coordination among the ministries. In data silos, there's a lack of standardization. Data has been collected by the various systems, and data is stored in the different database. And when it comes to the integration, then the data integration and sharing becomes difficult. Whereas in the operation silos, implementation of digital projects is fragmented with a limited collaboration among the ministries. Now, for the policy silos, I would like to give example, Ministry of Education, Science and Technology and Ministry of Health and Population. Each of them have their own system related to framework and strategy. MOST framework focused on the e-learning platform, digital literacy, while MOHP focused on the health information and electronic health record. The separate framework and the strategy can be result in the duplication of the same effort and inconsistent in data standardization and practice, which in the last result in the creating the unified national ICT policy that align with education and health data for the comprehensive planning and the service delivery. Now, coming to the data silos, different agencies use the various standardization and format for data collection, storage, and management, making difficult to consolidate and analyze the data across the ministries effectively. For example, Health Management Information System, HMIS, which is under MOHP, and Civil Registration and Vital Statistics, which is under the Ministry of Home Affairs, operate independently. Until now, there is no integration between two systems. Thus, there's a data silos. Because of this lack of integration between HMIS and CRSVS, which lead toward the inefficiency in tracking and analyzing the vital health statistic, which is the crucial part for the public health planning and interventions. Now coming to the operation silos, minimal data sharing practice, and there's no clear data governance framework to balance between the local authority and centralized control in digital and data initiative. For example, MOFAGA oversees the ICT system at local government, MOCIT managed the National E-Governance Project, and NSO handled the Statistic Leadership Initiative. This caused the inconsistency in technology platform and standardization across the different government level. The lack of standardization approach and the limited collaboration lead toward the redundant effort. The same amount of data has been collected in a different way and inefficiently, and resulting in the duplication of collection of the same data and using for the reporting purpose. Now, coming to the limitation and challenge part, major challenge, limitation and challenge around the digital public infrastructure. The lack of recognition as a digital infrastructure is the major issue. If we see the budget-wise, there's a minimum budget allocated for the digital and public infrastructure. At the same time, human resource is also one of the challenges. There's a shortage of human resource, and we need to, there's no dedicated human resource for data analysis or use case. At the same time, there's a gap of training. There's a lack of data culture, use and analysis. Data quality and accuracy is also one of the challenges. At the same time, data storage mechanism and governance structure and accountability. Now, these are the practical way ahead suggestions that we would like to give. First one is around comprehensive regulatory framework. This is around having the eagle view among all the policy guidelines that is around the data management, like something data blueprint for data management. The second suggestion is around scalability and digital and data system. The system that we want, the system that is useful, should not be locked toward the single vendor. The system should be able to grow and replicate. Whereas in data governance and sharing, enhance the national and subnational data capacity. At the same time, data protection, ethics should be followed. At the same time, the cyber security also needs to be governance. Okay. Now, around the comprehensive, if going to the detail in the comprehensive regulatory framework, we need to have an eagle view, looking into all the policies, all the procedures, guidelines, and framework related to digital and data systems, so that we can have at least consistency among the policies. So we can establish something like a comprehensive blueprint for data management at federal level, and implementing a regulatory framework to govern the data management and sharing at all the levels. Now, scalable and digital and data system. The technology that we all want needs to be able to scalable, ensuring the system can grow and adapt without being tied up to the single vendor. Promoting the flexibility and scalability. So all the system needs to be under the open. The API should be able to share. So at the same time, we also need to enhance the IT infrastructure and the human resource at all government level. And we also need to make sure the data quality, data reliability practice is done well. Under the data governance and sharing, breaking operation silos at all levels of government with the robust coordination and capacity building will be vital in effective inter-government coordination. We need to develop something, standardization format and procedure to ensure the consistency, data protection, and ethical standards. At the same time, we also need to focus on the human resource capacity. If we see there is no allocated or the dedicated human resource for data use or analysis mostly in the local level. So we need to have the dedicated human resource. At the same time, we also need to think about the initiative mechanism, not in the term of monetary, but we need to think about what can we do for the motivation. Now, the opportunity that we see around the government that has been, the effort of government that has been doing toward the integration is like National ID program. Despite of the negative news that is going around the implementation part or the printing part, we still believe the National ID program will be, can lead toward the system and data integration. Another example is around the Nagrik app, which can lead toward the information integration. The national data profile can lead toward the statistic integration, and GIDC and G-Cloud service is used for the streamline all the IT deployment. Now, to see where we can contribute, we all need to come together and join the effort for the advocacy and awareness program, collaboration with government, at the same time advancing the open data initiative, innovative project and pilot, and at the same time accountability and the drive change. Here's the QR code. I request everyone, please do scan and share your feedback about the interoperable system so that we can get that feedback, and we'll be incorporating those feedback in our final report. And thank you, everyone. The research, my whole presentation, I have used the word we because the research has been done by the Open Knowledge Nepal. So I would like to thank OKN, and at the same time, thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.